What's going on, fellow Gundam reviewers? My name is Gluto01, and we are reviewing today for Gundam Astray, the Blue Frame 2nd L. Now, during the Gundam Seed series, during the battle of the colony with the Earth forces making the G weapons for the Blitz, they just duel Buster and the Strike. So technically, they weren't the original machines, testing machines, for the Earth forces. Now, Orb had some connections with the Earth forces to develop mobile suits so that the Zaft forces don't win the war, since the Earth forces were heavily desperate to get a foothold against Zaft forces, since most of the Zaft military forces took over their mass drives down on Earth. I wouldn't say about which locations, but the only mass drive location I think would be in the Northern American continent, where they still have heavily defended stations to where that will be their last mass driver, so that they don't have cut off from space. But other than that, during the whole attack with Heliopolis, sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, for the colony. So before that, the Orb has given their Earth forces at least about 4 or 5 prototype mobile suits that were from the frames that came in. So the first frame would have to happen to be the gold frame that later on have the Blitz equipment on it, and then you get the red frame from our little mechanic gilder, and then we have the blue frame. And if I remember, there either is another blue frame or there's just going to be a green. I think there were a total of 4, but I can't say for certain. So during the fall of Heliopolis, I can't talk about that colony. I don't know why I can't talk. More likely I'll probably watch it again and then how to pronounce it again. So after the fall of the colony, a junker guild or scrap guild arrive after the fight and the destruction of the colony. They ended up they found quite a few of these Astrays in their I can't say in storage rooms. I think there were just the rooms were very badly damaged, and these machines were just flying around, or not flying but floating around. So our mechanic gilder actually found the red and the blue one, but unfortunately there was a couple of Zaft forces that was still around, and a mercenary, Luo, I think that was his name, Luo. He was wanting to take the frames. He was paid to take him to his buyer. So the red frame pilot gave him the blue frame for him to technically give. But this is the second form of it, or at least third, I would say. There's another form that the blue frame had. It was like aquatic version, but that was in the battle with the Orb with the Earth forces, or Zaft forces, I believe. I can be wrong, and more likely might be the Destiny version. So there are some ties with the sidelines of the Seed and Destiny. So you end up seeing a Gundam Seed MSV or Destiny MSV. They are tied into the actual Destiny character lines, just not in picture, just more on the sidelines of the stories. Just how like Strike Nor and the Gundam Seed Stargazer on the show. How it shows between almost the end of the first war from Gundam Seed, and then now the machines are still being used for Seed Destiny when they're delivering the Destroy Gundam, which would be awesome to have that type of model. To be honest, we should definitely need the Destroy Gundam as a model, kind of like how the Psycho Gundam is. So there are should be a total of 3 or 4 forms for the blue frame Gundam. Now, this isn't his first form, it is his second form, like I mentioned. So I can't give off a lot of personal information on the mercenary pilot. I believe he used to be a Earth Forces soldier, and then he either cut ties and left, or he deserted. And then, if I remember from reading about him, and then he was actually associated with a coordinator mercenary as well. He had his zapped outfit for the regular grunts. If you guys hear a motorcycle in the background, sorry, there's my neighbors. Okay guys, we're back. I had to wait till my neighbors are done with their testing their exhaust from their vehicle, I'm assuming, or their ATV. I was trying to make sure that you guys don't have to hear that noise in the background. But back to where we were going at. So this mobile suit, of course, it's a second form from what I explained earlier. So its inventory is that it comes with 2 Schneiders, I want to say Schneider knives. I wonder if I tried marketing them for like pink, so they'll show up like a bean kind of color. It looks like I need to put another coating of it on there a little bit fresher though. So I tried to color the coating on the blades so that it would actually be kind of like a beam dagger or so. Now on this backpack, this is where he holds his sword and his minigun. And when I just realized before before I recorded this, it turns out that these 2 packs are its ammo packs for his Gatling gun. To be honest, I did not know that. As soon as I saw the box, it had those 2, and I was wondering myself, like, did I forget about those, or did it not come with them? So this is his weapon. His main weapon, I don't know, I can't exactly what they'll call this sword, but it's basically like a He-Man or a I can see Barbatos using this for some reason. Either a big saber, or not a saber, but a big executioner sword, or a big old He-Man sword or somewhat. But it transforms between a sword and a minigun, and then you can just put it on his back too, for him to like not use it. So, and also you do get a little stand for him for whenever you try and pose him for holding the sword, or put it behind his back so that the Gatling gun on his back can be mounted. So I like these Astrays from Orb. They're unique, and then they go by different color, even though that their armor is not as tough as the Earth Forces sometimes, but their speed and maneuverability are a reckoned with. So as of right now, let me have him get his Gatling gun out. Grab back. Okay, guys. So here's the mounted the Gatling gun for the Astray. Now, it's not exactly how it pictures from the poses on the pictures on the box, but to me, this is how the best I can do. Now, when I mentioned about the magazines on the back of his hip, you can actually put them on the upper and the lower here for his rounds. I don't know if it'll like in the show, I don't know if it'll automatically come attached to it, or he has to manually attach the clips to it. Now, let's get you looking up so that people can see your face. There we go. Now get a big old smile, buddy. That's a smile, I think, other than the blue chin he has. The sword form is, I don't know how strong this Astray is when it's holding the sword, to be honest. On I think it might beat the Sword Impulse or the strike sword. I can't say, but the sword is kind of close to based off of the strike sword during the show. Now, when you guys move the joints, be careful. It's a little bit rough when you first get this model. When you're starting to move the joints, it does tend to get rough. But go easy on how fast. Maybe due to time, it might get loosened, and then it'll be easier for you guys to move it around, so that it won't be like so stiff when the first time you first build a model, and then it'll just have to set in for a bit. But other than that, if you guys have any other marker colors you want to do, like make them like like say if you don't want him for blue and white, you can make him red or black or purple, all kinds of colors. You guys can actually do a lot more. You guys can do any kind of type of color, like the white based of the frame, like if you want to make it to red and blue, or black and blue, whatever suits your guys' tastes in colors and models. So I'm just a novice in these type of models. I'm just pretty much a noob on these. I just prefer buying the high grades for some reason, but planning on getting the bigger ones later on, just that those things are, you know how, budget wise. So that's going to be it for now. And if you guys have any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section. And if you guys want to follow my channel, click that notification bell. And if you guys feel like you want to subscribe to it, go for it as well. And I will see you guys on the next review. Bye bye.